So let's have a look at what else we have on the list of questions. Are there any side effects to a HIFU treatment? Well,
minimum. But
look, I think, again, compared to surgery, but again, we have to remember that this is probably one of the most intense treatments that there is next to cosmetic surgery. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is quite an intense treatment. So side effects you're probably looking at is there will be a bit of swelling around the areas that you've worked with for a couple of days after. Just because it's your body's protective function, it will send water to that area to help protect it after there's been like a bit of an injury.
Yeah, and you can also have what we call the cat scratches. So basically, if you're sensitive, if you're really fair, and in some areas you may have some red lines afterwards, but they will minimize in about 2 days, 2-3 days. And you can get a little bit sore as well.
Oh yeah, it kind of feels like you've been a little bit, sort of someone's kind of punched you a little bit in the bone.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like a bit of an ache into the bone. So, but that can actually last for a couple of weeks. It's just because this treatment, to get the amazing results that it does, it really penetrates a lot deeper than any other medical sort of clinic treatment. So that's why it brings about the sort of side effects that it does. Yeah, so you can definitely have a little bit of pain in the area. And we probably definitely wouldn't recommend sort of going out in the sun directly after the treatment because you've put a lot of heat into the skin and you're going to feel a little bit sensitive.
Yeah, wait at least 24 hours, 2 days. And if you do, make sure you're wearing sunscreen. Sunscreen always.
Oh, sunscreen always, regardless of anything.
Regardless.
But yeah, and also, you can get a bit of a headache. It's just the treatment itself, like we've said, it's quite an intense treatment. So sometimes the body's sort of reaction is to get a bit of a headache because of it's like a stress in the skin. So a little bit of a headache, but nothing too major. I mean, it kind of feels like there might be a bit of bruising, but there is no physical bruising on the skin. Yeah. So you don't see any marks or anything like that. It's literally just, it can feel a little bit delicate and a little bit sort of like a deep ache in the bones.
One of the things you can do to help to minimize, apart from everything that we say, is actually use ice pack on top of the area. You can minimize the sore when it's sore, and also, apart from the sunscreen, what else would you put in that we can do to minimize?
You can also take sort of like medication, maybe like sort of like your ibuprofens and
even
things like
prior,
that.
If it's you can even use medication prior if you need like a painkiller if you're too sensitive.
I wouldn't take anything too strong though, because ibuprofen should be fine or paracetamol should be fine, but nothing too strong because we need to know how much you're feeling it. And if that's you sort of dulled the pain a little bit, it could be a little bit too intense.